Hi everyone, my name's Warren Bennett, the head professional at Chesterfield Golf Club. It's lovely to have you along for another video. Thank you very much for joining me. How do we get this ball out that's quite close to where we want to chip it? But when you're in a position where you're close to the hole, but you only want to land it quite close, what do we do? Obviously we can't, because of the lie is now dictated, we can't play a normal kind of shallowish angle of attack into this ball because the club's going to get caught up with the ground. So what little fundamentals can we use to get this ball popping out, having to create quite a lot of speed down there to get the club past the grass, get the ball out, but land it nice and softly. So first things first, we need to create a little bit of loft on the club. So I've got a 56, even if you've got a 60, I would recommend opening it slightly, ball off the back foot still. So because your hands are forward and the club's open, the club is now aiming too far to the right. So to counteract that, we aim slightly left. You might want to come into the ball a little bit closer because we don't want to stand too far away from it because that's going to encourage a shallow angle of attack. So a little bit closer to the ball, club open, so we need the loft on the club to create more speed so it's not going to pop off a long way forward. So let me pop it into a worse lie. Open, left. So what we're doing here now is we're not creating a normal chip shot, so which is kind of a little bit of arm swing, a little bit what I would say a U shape. With this chip we're creating a V, so there's no follow through whatsoever. So we're just making a little wrist hinge, and we're just dropping it into the back of the ball, dropping it into the back of the ball. Now the ball and the lie is dictating we can't get to the back of the ball because there's grass behind it. That doesn't matter, so don't worry that you can't actually make contact with the grass, but you need speed, remember. So we're not going to move our arms like a kind of a normal chip shot, we're just going to move our wrists, so we can play a little pop shot. So open and open, hands forward, still weight, but we're just doing nothing but a little wrist shot. So you can see comes out nice and soft, but we're creating quite a lot of speed down there, not trying to create and hit it, but because we're just moving our wrists back and forth and we're not trying to make a follow through at all here, we're just dropping it into the ground. And the ball and the momentum of that club, because it's going quite quickly without us trying to hit it obviously. So remember, open, hands forward and open with our body and legs, wrist only, wrists only. So it's going to be quite steep, drop it in. It's going to take a bit of practice, especially if you're not used to playing this type of shot. Always practice, and like Sevi said, never try something on the golf course that you can't do in practice. So that's a really good lesson for all aspects of our golf. Don't try something on the golf course that you can't do in practice. Play that little kind of aggressive little wrist swing, letting the ball react nice and soft. Okay, this is a perfect lie in terms of got some grass behind the ball here, so I'm not going to be able to get to the back of the ball. To make it even harder on myself, I'm going to drop it into that lie, so it's like a little plug lie now. So I've got this grass, clump of grass behind the ball. So open, hands forward, open, back foot, right, nothing else, no arm swing. I'm just literally lifting it up just with my hands only and pop it into the back of the ball. I'll take that because that was lying really badly. Right, got a horrible clump of grass behind me here, so I might even have to take this a little bit further and rely on a little bit of luck for this thing to come out, but it's going to come out quite dead, I think. So you can see, look at the height and the softness to that shot, so it's not disappearing. We're not trying to make a follow through, we're just dropping it. Really, really good skill to have. Nothing else, head stays still, nothing moves apart from you are just literally just moving your wrists and drop it. Whoops, well, it can go wrong. Soft, there we go, that was better. What you want to try and do is give yourself the chance to get the ball close to the hole. Ooh. Or that very worst, get down in 3. See if I can hold one. Ooh. So remember, we're not doing normal chipping action. This is an aggressive wrist little hinge. So I've popped it down there. You can see I've kind of plugged this lie Right, let's see what happens. I'm going to drop it, no follow through, open and open. Open gives it more loft so I can actually hit it harder and not fear it going up, drop. Takes some practice. But there's not a lot of moving parts in this. I'm basically taking my posture and just lifting the club up and dropping it on the ground. Let me see if I can hold one just to finish with. No such luck. Well, we got one more. Let me just try one. So let's see if I can hold one. Oh, look at that little horrible lie. Wow, right, okay. As you can see, grass is green, quite thick, dark green. That's pretty obvious grass is green. But what I'm trying to say is the grass is dark green, so it's pretty thick, those blades of grass. So this is going to need some speed to get out there. Right. Okay, one more. Wouldn't this be nice if I hold it? No movement, pick it up, drop it in. No such luck, but I'll really take it. Remember, don't take it to the golf course if you can't do it in practice. For myself, the very tired Trev behind the camera there. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good golfing week, everyone. Cheerio.